Alright, as the headline say, proud of me. Like I'm gonna get into too much details with many things, but I will just say this, and I'm gonna repeat it if I need to repeat it. And if I have to be honest with you, some people will probably say, "Oh, how you speak peaceful nowadays? Where did your anger or temper come from, or where did that fire come from?" Alright, let me be real with you people. And as I say, I don't put my personal business out here on this YouTube because a lot of people like to play games, and I'm going to say it again. I'm not into the internet games with people, and I'm not into the games with people in real life. So when you see me don't get personal on this thing, is that I don't have time to play with people because I know what's going to happen, and I see tomorrow living in today. Okay? If you don't get what that means, certain things I have foresight and I can see it before it happens, because certain patterns in this world, when it comes to humans, they don't change. Certain patterns, just like the sun goes up and the moon comes up, okay, when the sun goes down, people know, like around 6:30, certain places it may be 7. You know that the sun is going to go down. When 5:30/6 o'clock in the morning, or close to 6:30, in certain places on earth, people know that the sun is going to rise. Now, certain things that's going to happen. You know it's not one day in this world that humans ain't never say they didn't see the sun rise. That's going to happen. That's something that is not a fact, or is not an opinion. That's just a process that's part of life that humans may never stop, and you have nothing to do with ever trying to stop it. Now, the reason why I say I'm proud of me, the last live I made, if I could remember, it wasn't not happy or it wasn't sad, but I came a long way in my life, and one thing, I never act tough. I never appear to be tough to nobody in this world, and I don't never want nobody to think that I'm a tough guy or whatever. I don't subscribe to stuff like that, cuz one of the weakest humans in the world is to actually be something other than yourself and try to put fear in a human, knowing that that's not the natural you. I'm going to say it again. One of the worst things that a human could be is try to put fear in a human because you don't feel secure in yourself. So you have to brag, you have to boast, you have to build yourself up to make a person feel little. Or you have to build yourself up to make a person feel like they're a punk, whether it's a male or female. Now, the reason why I say I'm proud of myself is many times for the past 10 years, 5 years, 15 years. Bless up, open minded. Bless up, elder. Bless up, man. I'm just kicking a little bit of why I'm proud of myself, because many times we teach each other so wrong in this world, and we don't teach each other of why we should be happy with ourselves, why we should really embrace ourselves, because growing up in the so-called hood or our ghettos and our communities, we don't give credit to ourselves, or we don't give credit to each other for making it through things, because if I would say to myself, like, yo, Delvin, you're proud of yourself. I am damn sure proud of myself, okay? Because I watch so much people talk trash to me, right? And I could easily get people hurt one, two, three, you know? One, two, three, easy. I could easily set people on people, or I could easily hurt people myself. But as you get older, you learn more things. You learn and you evolve and you get better. And this is why I get mad with people nowadays, because I say, if you don't know where I came from, or you don't know where a lot of my friends and family members came from, you can't judge me. And you don't know me at all. I was just thinking about it the other day. I could name 20 childhood friends that's in the graveyard. I could name like 10 friends that's not coming home from jail. And it doesn't make me proud. Okay? I can name cousins that's not coming home from jail and the casket. You know, so like, when it comes to this thing that people call the street, y'all play around with the street. Y'all don't take the street. Y'all take it as a joke, because for number one, people are going to keep dying. People are going to keep being mistreated. People are going to keep on getting manipulated and tricked. And it's going to be the same cycle going on, because one thing when I say people can't tell me about black people, it's the same thing with this so-called thing you call streets or the street life. It's just that I have much sense not to talk about the streets on something you call YouTube or the internet or application. Let me tell you something, black brothers, because I'm talking to you. Everybody else, I don't have no time for right now. You want to come on the internet and brag and boast with each other, right? You want to devalue each other on this stupid joint called the internet, this stupid joint called YouTube. But would you ever give your same brother any value? Would you ever give your same brother any credit? Nah. And me, I learned to change my mind state. Okay? It had black brothers that I thought when I was a young teenager, me and them would never get along. I will hate them for life. And they'll probably hate me for life. And let me tell you something. Mama ain't raised no fool. Daddy ain't raised no sucker. And Uncle Shorty didn't teach me how to be a fool. But let me tell you this. As many a times I seen black brothers that I wouldn't say I hated, but me and them had certain problems. But when I came to a mind state and a mindset, listen up closely, a state and a set, okay? To change that thing you call MIMD, your mind, when you change that thing, you are giving your life and you are giving others a 360. Because you're not thinking the same as you used to. You're not living the same as you used to. Everything changed around. So when I see certain brothers nowadays, I embrace my brothers. Long as you don't disrespect me as a man or disrespect my aura or disrespect my spirit, I wouldn't bring that lion out or I wouldn't bring that fire out. But if it come on a common ground where we can respect each other, I'm cool. I have no hate for my brother. And I have no hate for other brothers out there. And when I say other brothers out there, I mean other males out there in the world that's other than black. Okay, because when you grow, you really grow. It's not growing in age, but it's growing in spirit. It's growing in soul. And this is why I get mad at some of my brothers, because it's like, yo, you still on level 1 and you ain't past level 4? You ain't past level 5? You ain't past level 6? And it's so sad nowadays where some people are stuck on level 1, but they're dropping their own selves down to level 0. To me, I hate stuff like this because it hurts. It hurts for me to see my brothers mess themselves up. And this is why I say I'm proud of myself. Because you know why? I could look at many people nowadays. I could look at people that even hate me still till this day in 2025. What are we in, August? I could look at males and females that hate me till this day. And many people might say I'm cocky, but this is just my confidence and this is my soul, that it grew more than a lot of others. I could look at people that hate me nowadays, and the only thing that I do is feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. Because I know that they don't know better, but I still try to help them grow. Okay? Because I know, and listen closely, this ain't no joint where I'm feeling sorry for them, where they think they could do whatever to me or none of that. Because as I say, I'm with positivity. I'm with positivity and peace. But I'm not a fool, and I don't live foolish, and I don't live in fear, and I don't let a man think that he could punk me. If you want to do that, you go on TV. Okay? But I'm not living in this world, and I wasn't born in this world for any man or any human to treat me a certain way, and I'm supposed to live a certain way. And that goes for everybody too in this world. I don't like down pressure. I don't like oppression. I don't like to see people getting bullied. I don't like to see people getting mistreated. I hate it. Okay? That's something that I hate. So when I say I'm proud of myself and people look at me, all of this is very somewhat new to me, of putting a lot of things on YouTube where I want different people to get better. Okay? Because I see people that they swim in a little light, and you may have like little rough times, but trust me, the little rough times, they ain't gonna really last forever. You know, and if you can't really see yourself of changing and evolving, you're gonna be stuck in that mind state. You're gonna be stuck in that physical form that you're stuck in. You know, and some people don't know how to get out of it once they're stuck in it. Hold on, let me read your comments. Blessings, King. Back to school for my grandbabies, so I've been busy. It's all good, man. Bless your grandbabies and bless you, Elder, for real, as you should. Proud of the work you are doing, King. Proud of the work you do, King. Excuse me, sorry for that mess up. Okay. Me and my boys used to call ourselves the Dirty Dozen. It's only 3 of us alive. 1 in jail and 2 of them are productive citizens. 9 of us. Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. 1 in jail and 2 of us are productive citizens. 9 of my friends are dead. But I'm sorry to hear that. And sick thing is, I have more than 9 childhood friends that's dead, and I wish all of them was here right now. But I guess it was a lesson. Hold on 1 minute, please. I'll be right back. Well, thank you, open-minded elder, for being in the building. I'm still here. I'm just at work handling a few stuff. Hold on, I'm coming right back to the program. Right back to the program.
Yeah, me and Chuck went through her. Oh no, she was alright.
That's how they are.
She used to be right here with us.
That's how they are.
Pointing with us, pointing.
Mm-hmm. You have a great day. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, Elder. I respect that. I respect that. Just here at work trying to knock the rest of these 2 hours out, and I am home. You know, I am home. Yeah. Okay, back to what I was saying. Well, I was talking about your friends that passed away, and talking about losing more than 9 friends and cousins. Like it, like, to be honest with you, I still thinking about a lot of, we'll say, a lot of the dudes I grew up with, and even some females that passed away too. This is why I say people take this joint for a joke. You feel me? Like, you don't know what, it's not funny when you gotta carry your friend casket that you've been in 5th grade with. It's nothing funny about that. It's nothing that It can't even process in your mind when you're young, okay? It can't, you can't even think about it correctly when you're young and you're holding your friend casket, okay? And you can't even lift his casket. You know, some people don't know what it is for young kids to look at their own friends. And like I'm telling you, when I was a kid, it's many a times where my mind was numb. My mind was numb. Like I didn't have no feeling, because back then a lot of the bills used to tell a lot of us to stop crying and forget about it. Straight up and down, you know, and I was one of the main young kids that I tried my best to not do what the older dude said, but I tried my best to do certain things that I thought was correct of being a young man. Not a little kid, but a young man. And that pain built up on me. Okay? It built up on me because when you seen year after year, and as I keep telling people, when you go to funeral after funeral after funeral, the sick thing about it is, and I'm gonna say this, when it comes to the point where you get used to it, that's when it gets sick. Okay, because that's when you don't really feel too much anymore. You know, and that's the sick part of a lot of us in America and around the world, where we don't feel no more and we don't have a feeling no more. You know? Hold on 1 minute. I will be right back. I gotta handle something at work and then I'm coming back. Yeah, it's very sick for, young kids to watch their friends or young family members, being in a casket or burying their young friends, or young family members. And the biggest gift in life is life. The biggest gift in life is life, but what is life when humans is not living life no more? Like I done, like it's sad because I'm watching a lot of humans not live life. I'm watching a lot of humans live death. Okay, I'm watching and I'm talking all type of people. Even though I grew up around what they call black and Hispanics, I'm watching all type of people wipe themselves off of this planet now where it's sick. It's very sad. Okay, and like a lot of people, they may think they bad, but I'm going to say this because this is the truth. What makes some people in this world think that they're bad is a whole bunch of ignorant people, money and guns, okay? A whole bunch of ignorant people, money and guns will make one man or woman feel like they're on top of the world or they're gods or something. And people will say, oh, it's only one God. Well, you know what? If it's only one God, right? You need to talk to the governments in this world that try to live like they're gods and make the people suffer. That's why I say I don't have too much conversations with people. Because people will tell you this, people will tell you that. But when it comes down to really dealing with the real truth of people in the world, people can't tell you too much. People can't say nothing at all. Okay, because there's millions of people around this world are struggling because people are making people struggle. And that has nothing to do with God or the devil or no other things that people want to call the superior being or the most high. This is why I'm going to always have a problem with humans, because humans do not like to admit the truth. And when we keep on living on a lie, things are not going to be good. Okay? Because you have humans giving humans problems. And you have humans that are trying to help humans. Okay? I'm going to just give you a half of a true story right here, man. I have somebody that I know I ain't never did nothing wrong to them, but they could call me the devil. I always try to help this person in their life, but they could call me the devil. And I'm a demon. And to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to nobody, because this ain't no lie thing. In 2025, I'm still a devil and a demon to that person. But you know what I say? I feel more sorry for them than they could ever feel sorry for me of calling me a demon and a devil. Okay? Because these are one of the black people that I will say this. And this is plain and it's real. When you look at a lot of black people that carry religion in modern day society, right? Ask them anything about black liberation and watch how the conversation will switch and excuse me. Watch how the conversation will switch and shift. And they will turn to hate you because they will think you're talking about quote unquote Jesus or that white God. It's plain and simple. As I say, I'm going to say it again. Ask any black person in modern day to tell you about liberation. And this is why I say I don't mess with no religion that is not helping the people out and that's not liberating the people. If this religion is going to make you be peaceful and nice and make you be robbed and make you be tricked and lied to, I'm sorry, you keep that in your corner. Keep that to yourself. Do not bring that to the public and do not feed that in the world. Jah Rastafari, bless everybody. I'm out. I'll be back later on. Open-minded, thank you very much for being in the building. Thank you very much for just being yourself. Thank you very much for supporting me, because We've been on this journey, and you always been a true soul. I'm gonna call you a human or an elder. I'm gonna say you always been a true soul. And when it comes to real life, man, just know this, yo. I have a lot of respect for you. We ain't never meet each other in the physical yet, but I have respect for you, and I will never draw down and disrespect you. Thank you for always being who you are. Even if you not in the house and you ain't come through the castle, you still in the castle. And thank you for always being you. God bless Rastafari. Everybody out there.